This is the accountability circle. Okay. Took a lot of effort to bring it back. Last time we didn't have a very good turnout because I didn't really bother. I didn't call people out. But this time, chat, this time we are victims. And do you know why we are victims? Because I did this. I called people out by name. One after the other. I called people out by name to get them to show up and enter their goals. And it worked. And do you know why I did that? It's because it was a part of my goals. Because my goals were to try and convince all of you to keep this thing going. Because again, this has actually been proven to be helpful for some of us. Okay, 4596 has successfully drawn multiple pictures. I actually don't know if we're responsible for that. She seems incredibly responsible on her own, actually. So I don't know if it's been helping, but I will say that it's at least helped me, and I hope that it's helped you, some of you. Sadly, it appears that only 2 of you have updated your goals. Some of you, most of them have died, but it's okay. At least we got some people to commit to some goals, and we can see what people were up to. And I'm very glad to see that all of you have committed to some type of goal. Even if you didn't update me in time, that's okay. We're all getting used to this new schedule of a Monday, so that the weekends you have time to go and figure out your goals and try to solve them, all right? At least we got some level of participation, because this is the mind trick, okay? If you fail and you see somebody else succeed, it makes you want to succeed the next time. Welcome to the Accountability Circle for March 23rd, 2026, starting at, oh shit, it's supposed to start like 45 minutes ago, sorry. I had some goals of my own, but I'm going to read some of your goals first, okay, chat? Because I just want people to know that I'm not the only failure here, okay? Again, of the people who entered their goals, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in here. 9 people entered their goals. No, 10 people entered their goals. All 10. I thought he was too busy with the work. All 10. And only 2 people succeeded. 6, 7. It was crazy. Sorry, can I go on a tangent? For 6, 7, right? The meme is an evergreen meme. 6, 9 is funny because it's sex, but you will never say 6, 9 in a normal conversation. But everybody says 6, 7 the moment that they're born. Like every single kid in elementary school learning how to count to 10 is saying 6, 7 on a daily basis. I can't imagine being an elementary school teacher trying to teach the kids to count up to 10, because you would have to restart the lesson every time you reach 6, 7. It would be constant. Like the moment they say 6, 7, all the kids go 6, 7, and it's like, what do you do? The class is derailed. Everything's gone downhill. You might as well just quit your job. It's over. Society has ruined education for us all. Anyways, rant over. We've had all 10 people put in goals, and only 2 of you have succeeded. And I'm going to call every single person out because it's important for us to convince people that this is something that they have to keep themselves accountable for, because the peer pressure is meant to be an aid in you meeting your goals and being able to succeed with the things that you want to do. For instance, Nagi of Clan Fuckers. Sorry, what is this? Clan Fuckers. This is the official Chris Piche community. The first community. So feel at home and take some microwave. Who the fuck is Chris Piche? But why is it called Fuckers? Nagi, for instance. I will call them out by full name. Nagi had their goal of streaming at least twice a week and working towards commands and emotes and stuff for it. And they wouldn't poop their pants. I actually wonder, did they actually stream twice a week today? Twitch.tv/Nagi. We're gonna go, and what's funny is that if some of you have an online presence, I can go and I can review what you've done. We can do like a live review of whether or not you've actually completed your goals. It's actually very interesting. Wait, they streamed 13 days ago. I've never heard his voice outside of the context of like being in a Discord call, so that scared me. Sorry, but yeah, wait, he streamed 13 days ago twice. Wait, 13 days ago. How long was that ago? That's like the second. It's not even like, it's like a whole different week. Sorry, it's not even like close to the same week as the thing. So he failed that one. And he was going to poop, and he wasn't going to poop his pants. And we didn't get an update from him, which means he didn't stream those 2 days of the week. Well, that's fine. Okay, it's already, okay, chat, it's already going downhill. You were doing homework with your niece? And sorry, for a second I thought this was related to your goal. But now that they see you're doing homework with your niece, and your sister said the homework is on page 67. You asked your niece if they did page 67 in the class. She said, "No, we didn't do in English 6-7." That's crazy. She switched languages just to say 6-7. That's funny. She's hooked up in the memes. But I can see that happening. I wonder if little children in China know about 6-7. You know what I mean? Like, do the Chinese kids know about 6-7 just as much as we know about Egghead? You know what I mean? If you've never seen the Egghead memes, holy shit, is it a funny meme? Or like the big feet memes? Those are some good memes. Man, like imagine you're trying to teach your child and they switch to English just to say this meme, and like it's even more confusing, right? Because like if you don't even know English and you just hear it, and you just think, why the fuck did you say 6-7 in English? Like I would be perplexed. I would be perplexed as a parent of a child. Like if my daughter switched from Vietnamese to say 6-7 in English, and I was in Vietnam and I had no clue, not to say that they don't have any clue, but if I was an older generation who didn't know about 6-7, I would be like, why did you do that? What's wrong with you? How come you only know the two numbers in English, 6 and 7? Why didn't you learn 1 through 10? But I can see it is derailing the kids. The kids are slowly falling to the problem of having to incorporate. Like, what do? It's a mental blocker. That's the problem with these memes, right? Back in my day, memes were intentional. Back in my day, memes had a certain intentionality to them. You couldn't accidentally invoke a meme in the same way that like a wizard might accidentally invoke a magic spell, right? It was impossible. And so it was an intentional thing. You pulled out the meme at the right moment. You had to learn how to whatchamacallit. You had to learn the timing. That's the phrase. You had to learn the timing of the meme. You had to be able to pull out the meme at the right moment. Whereas nowadays, you just get stun locked. It's like getting punched in the face, and you just automatically get punched in the face with a crazy meme. And there's nothing that you can do because it's a part of your daily life. Everything is a meme. And maybe that's the point. Think about this, chat. Think about this. Who made the 6-7 meme? Do you think it was people like you and I? Do you think it was the newer generation? Do you think it was kids? No. It was the government. The government made the 6-7 meme so as to distract you from the things going on in the world. Because as you counted up the offenses of somebody in a position of power, once you hit the 6th and the 7th of offense, you would be stun locked, you would be brain rotted, and you would forget about what they've done. They've hijacked your brain. You're stuck in a meeting. Sorry. It says you stick in a meeting and stick is the daddy evil. Sorry, that's funny. Don't worry. You're stuck in a meeting. Take your time. It'll take a while for us to get to you. I hope. I hope so. Because so far, Nagi, you know what? I'm going to do this. You failed! I'm going to do that for every single person who did not post an update. I'm going to say that they failed. Okay? Nagi? You officially failed. But that's okay. In failure, you will become stronger. For the pain of failure will be your motivation to do better next week. Next up, Yuki Potato, a newcomer to the accountability circle. Somebody who shows up on stream, somebody who actually pointed us to the DLC of Until Then, as well as another game, which I forgot to tell them that I added to my list, called Lost and Found. It's actually kind of a cool game. It's actually got a very interesting aesthetic to it. So this is also on my list because I'm very curious to see how this goes. But all this to say that they're a newcomer to the space, somebody who wanted to join in on this and see if they could make it happen. And what was their goal? A very beautiful goal. They want to draw a personal draw. This is somebody who stays up till 3 a.m. their time because they're a freelancer. Well, which is kind of funny because it means that they suffer just to watch the stream. Although it is nice because they're like them showing up to streams gave me a part of my goal. So I'll talk about it in just a moment. But yeah, they decide to throw their hat inside the ring to see if they could be a part of this too. And you know what? I welcome all. Everybody is welcome to join. It doesn't even matter if you're a part of the Discord. If you're just a part of the chat, or if you're on YouTube watching these VODs for some reason. There's actually people who like watch these VODs for some reason. I don't know who's watching these VODs, but there's actually people who like watch these specific VODs all the way through, and I don't know why. But if you're watching and you want to be a part of this, if you want to use this to make your goals come true, and you want the goals to sort of like to sort of and you need a motivation to push you forward, you can be a part of this too. Okay. Caught. Wait, is it you? Are you the one who watches? Because like, can I say something? If you're here, why do you watch the VODs again later all the way through? What's the point? Not to say that you can't do that. I just, you know what? I commend you, and I thank you. If you miss the stream, that's true. If you miss the streams, that's true. Yeah, but like the streams, I mean, I guess like okay. Then let me ask you this: of the streams, which segment have you ever felt like it was worth it to watch it again? Or do you feel like it wasn't worth it at all? Because there's some segments that I do where I'm like, I don't know why I played this, or like why I did this. Like if I go to the VOD channel, sorry, small sidetrack. This is sort of a sidetrack segment too. Like if I go to the VOD channel, there's some segments that I do where I'm like, I don't know why I did this. Like this one where I made a joke about the kilometers in a car. This one where I got like really, I don't know what was going on. People got freaked out in this one. He's having fun. Gaming over gooning. I'm 1 hour and 30. I'm 1 hour 30 hours. Sorry, that's a funny comment. Sorry. Wait, what was the... Sorry, wait. I didn't even read this one fully. I thought they said minutes. Sorry, wait. I'm 1 hour, 30 hours in. I'm getting secondhand high. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course, you come back to gooning. Sorry, but look at this comment. This person is so high that they actually could not even give me the right time amount. They're so confused by what I was saying that they couldn't even give me the correct iteration. Oh shit, that's good. That's actually really funny. Holy shit, I'm gonna like that too. Some very funny ones. Okay, what's like a very funny one to you, right? Because I actually don't know what's very funny. And by the way, I've automated this entire thing. I just go on because I use this channel to also watch videos because I'm too lazy to sign out because I have to stay signed in to make sure that it does upload. But, sorry, to digress, I've also fixed the script so now I don't even have to sign in on YouTube. I just need to like give it the API key and it should do everything. But it's easier to just stay send in. Because sometimes the comments are kind of funny like that. Which ones are funny ones to you, chat? But now that you're back... Does he know was very funny. Holy shit. Does he know when it was really funny? Holy shit. And you can actually see in like because in the VOD, like it's crazy. I need to figure out a way to get the chat as a part of the VOD. Because like you know, from my perspective, I saw the messages. I saw him talking to me, and everybody's like, chat. Like everybody was like, no one's here. And I was like, "What do you mean no one's here? Does nobody see their messages? Like they're writing to me right now. I don't know how. I don't know how I just completely blinded the fact that beside their name it said like every single message beside their name said suspicious. Does he know what's hilarious? That was the most confusing. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Oh, that's a once in a lifetime moment. See, that's why I crash out. Because you can't get moments like that just by being nice, right? Being nice to chatters doesn't give you anything. All you really do if you're nice to a chatter is you both shake hands and you say, have a good day. No. You have to crash out, make someone's life horrible in order to have a funny moment. Because only in that pain can you have comedy. Because from pain is derived comedy. Because all you can do after being hurt so badly by something is to laugh at it. There's nothing else but to laugh at it. And that's what happened to me, is we just laughed at the fact that I went kind of insane. That was a great moment. That was really good. But you know what? Sidetrack over, sorry. To go back to this, Yuki Potato, a newcomer. right? I decided to throw the hat in the ring, and I don't think that they gave an update. I'm scrolling, I'm scanning. There's no update from them. Not a single update from them. And so I'm sorry to say it, but you failed! There is always another week! But not... There may be another week, but no time is certain. Make your dreams a reality today! And now you, chatter. The chatter who somehow watches VODs. You're actually... thank you for watching the VODs. Actually... You don't have to, but it is funny. It's good that the VODs at least give you value, right? It's good that the VODs give you value, because I was thinking to myself, like, I'm just uploading them just for the sake of doing it, just because it's like there. But I was thinking to myself, it's getting annoying to do so maybe I shouldn't. But honestly, if you're getting value out of it, then yeah, I'll do it. To the chatter who was watching VODs all the way through, they said that they will mouse-proof their table because they hate mice. Can you give us like Can you give me some more details on your mouse problem? Because I need to give some context here. So these two were new. This chat has been here for multiple sessions, right? And I think they first mentioned mice last year. Like, I'm pretty sure they first mentioned mice last year. So if I go in accountable accountants, and I do from... Sorry, and what a stupid search bar. From... No, from... What is this shitty system? What is this? How come this filter doesn't apply? You're kidding me. I can't do multiple filters? What? What? What do you mean? I can't... What happened to the filters? Did they remove filters? They get on your table. But anyways, they've been here multiple times. So I thought you could too, but maybe they remove filters. Because I feel like I only have three filters now. And when I do like this, it doesn't seem to work. So it's gone now. I think they removed filters. What? Wait, there's no way that they removed filters, right? Discord filters remove. So in works, yeah. But like, where's the from filter? From filter. Why remove? I don't know. Yeah, the from user option was removed from the search bar. Oh, it's because I have streamer mode. Sorry, it's because I have streamer mode on. I guess that makes sense. To hide people's usernames, yeah, okay, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, but it's stupid. But also makes sense. I should have some way to, but it makes sense. They get on your table, the mice, and they poop everywhere, and they leave their footprints. You have food on the table. While you have a bunch of mouse traps with food, but they don't care. They just go on the table. Have you ever thought about putting the mouse traps on the table? Why don't you just put the mouse traps on the table to like snap the mice while they're on your table? Because if they're walking on your table, so the reason why mice walk on your table is because they've walked there before and it's safe. It's like a known route. If you disturb their route with something, then they'll sort of know that like something's there, right? But if you put something close by, like that's a way for you, like you should be. The whole point of the mouse trap is not to put it somewhere new, because mice are naturally cautious. You have to put it somewhere where they're kind of familiar with. You have to put it within their pathway so that they can sort of like see it, but not on their pathway, just sort of close enough that they don't have to go too far out. If it's on their pathway, then they'll kind of avoid it. They'll find like a newer pathway, which might be the best way actually, but still, that's probably why. But yeah, so they've been talking about these mice for a year now. For a year now. This person has been plagued by mice. Their headphones being on the floor. Mice take a shit in it. There's like mice poop like everywhere. And they were going to proof their table, which apparently has failed, because I think their later message was, mice have won. They ceded. You may have lost the battle, but you've won the war with your inner self. You've completed your goal. You may have lost the battle with the mice, but you completed your goal. Congratulations. You're one of the only people to complete your goal here. Even though you failed your goal, at least you tried. Okay? Because this is the thing. As long as you try to meet your goal, it means that you at least made some effort towards it, and I'm gonna include that as a pass, because at least trying means that you at least put some effort into it. You didn't though. Mousetraps are the old thing. Oh, wait. So you didn't do anything? Wait. So what'd you do for like mouse proofing your desk? Like you had nothing. And what do you mean by mouse proofing? Because mouse proofing, I think you can only do that if you have like a completely airtight box. Because as far as I know, mice can get into like the size of like a dime, like a hole the size of a dime, because they can like collapse their whole like body brain or something. And then I got everyone to say goals, and then we have another newcomer as well. Actually, we have two newcomers. Actually, no, they were here last time too. They got some things forward, and the beetle is here once again. Is that picture actually of a beetle? Is the beetle? It's a real beetle. They are a relatively newcomer as well. They were here last time that we did this, and they actually made it all the way in. And they actually continued their goal from last time, kind of, but they had some new goals as well, which I thought they wouldn't have, because what they said was they needed to make sure to see if they could do more goals, because they want to see how the next 2 weeks were. So somehow they've been able to come back and add some new goals. And Beetle says this: the medicine man said I'm mad. What does that mean? So it probably has some influence. Sorry, what does that mean? I checkmarked this as if to say, like, you know, they met their goals, but I don't know what that means by they're mad. They had to rest a bit before getting back to working on stuff. You know what? That is fair. You can't always work on things 24/7. Also, Twin Peaks really resonated with them, so they binged the first 2 seasons. It seems like every chatter that I've told Twin Peaks to has somehow like gone down the Twin Peaks rabbit hole. Because honestly, yeah, like I felt the same way. Whereas like at first, I think the first episode, I was like, it's, you know, it's okay. By the second episode, I was like, holy shit, something about this is really working. Next week, so this week, they wanted to do cleaning and the conservation of ropes. I don't know what that means. This could mean anything. So I haven't read a single one of these until this moment. So the whole point of this is that I don't read a single one of these until this very moment. So I have no context on what people do throughout the entire week. But this could mean anything. Because what does it mean by conservation of ropes? Does this mean that they abstain from jerking off? Like what? Shibari? Well, I was thinking it's like either Shibari or they abstain from jerking off. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, they want to shoot ropes. I don't know what this means. It could be Shibari. Like, because they're surprisingly knowledgeable about Shibari. They might actually practice Shibari in their personal life. And so this could be somebody trying to make sure that their ropes don't get frayed and they have to take care of them. Because I don't actually know how to take care of a rope. I'm assuming to take care of ropes, you have to like bundle them up properly and probably oil them in some way. I don't know. You want to make it so that the mice would not have a way to go on the table. Oh, you want to remove the cables, close the hole in the back, and the cables, where the cables go, put something on the table leg because it has holes, which the mice use to climb. But you did none of that. Okay, well, I'm taking back this. And I'm going to give you a, you failed. You told me live that you failed. Maybe they know about boats. Oh, yeah, and I think arrows. I forget that ropes have a real usage. That's a good point, actually. That's a good point. I mean, maybe they do know about boats. I think it was them and V. I think Beetle and V were the two people who told me about boats. Like, V had a very strange amount of niche knowledge about a boat. And she was telling us about this boat that they have, where it's like as a young kid you can learn how to go on your own personal boat at the age of like 5, and we learn about this style of boating where you have your own personal boat at the age of 5 or something. And I was like, how do you know this? And like apparently it's just a thing that people do. So they could be somebody who knows a lot about boats and who actually like has to go on a boat often. We don't know. This is the funny thing about streaming is I don't know how people live, right? Like, I think for Lovita, I think it was like the second month that I knew her is when she started posting photos of her hunting. And I was like, wait, oh, this is your life. And I was like, that's sick. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know any of your lives. If anything, it's more impressive to me that like the majority of you go outside and do things, and actually only a few of you actually never go outside. It's actually impressive that the ratio of my chat from like grass touchers to non-grass touchers is overwhelmingly in the category of grass touchers who also do socially relevant things like working and breathing in fresh air every day by opening the window or going outside, or, you know, going on a boat, which seems very like far-fetched to me. Not to say that like I don't know that boats exist, but to say that as a landlocked city city goer. It's very hard for me to go on a boat because between me and the ocean is multiple kilometers of land. So, it's kind of crazy. So they could be a boat person. I don't know. They wanted to do some sketching, some drawing, and some painting. Not sure what that means. And they also wanted to finish preparing their tabletop RPG to run, which they did talk about last time too, actually. They talked about like a bunch of different games that they want to try to run, but I don't know if it's like a single one or if it's multiple. Because they say here, there's Sandbox OSR Mythic Bastion Land / OD&D plus Yun Swin. I don't even know what a Yun Swin is. Yun Swin, 2nd edition, is a campaign toolbox. What is OD&D? OD&D is Original Dungeons and Dragons. What? The living rules of OD&D. What? What? We're less than 3 weeks. What exactly is OD&D? People who play Original Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. Mythic Bastion Land. Oh, yeah, exactly. OD&D. Yeah. Mythic Bastion Land is a table RPG set in the imagined past of Into the Future. Holy shit, this thing looks crazy. Like, this thing looks so cool. Sorry, just to like show you all of these. These look sick. Look at the artwork on this thing. God, that visual style is so goddamn nice. That's so nice. I don't know what the style is, but if you can do art like this, I feel like you have such a beautiful understanding of art, because it's like, how do you even do art like this? Like it's I can see shading with all the shades of colors that you have possible, but when you have such a limited color palette, I'm always impressed by somebody who's able to do so much with such a limited color palette, to be able to bring to life some drawing and give it so much attention to detail. Like something like this. Like, look at that. They use the purple and shades of black to give it a whole third dimension to the artwork in a way that I wouldn't even have expected. Like, to me, purple is a thing. And what's crazy, because look, this actually has an example of both. To me, purple is the thing that you would use for like adornments, or like just like the color of a clothing to signify something. Like, I would use it as a color, but they use it as both the color of the symbols on the shield, but as a shading method too. It's actually like something about the ways that people can command color palettes with such a limited amount of them to make it look good. It's very impressive to me. I had that same thought about Road Warden too, where it's like playing that game, which we will finish at some point. It's like the ability for somebody to do so much with so little. That's a skill that I want to master. Old school D&D RPG is so good. Your favorite artist used to do D&D and Magic cards. Todd Lockwood. Todd Lockwood. Holy shit. Holy shit. Sorry, I just see pieces of their art and I go, holy shit. It's really nice. New art. How do I see art? 12 gallery. Dungeons and Dragons. Damn. Yeah, something like this. Like, it's something about that old school style. Yeah. It's nice. These are all thumbnails, but you can go to their website and check it out. toddlockwood.com. But whatever the style is, man, that is nice. So, this is really nice looking. I mean, look at that. Holy shit. Look at that. Wow. And again, it's just the use of these things to do so many different things all at once. And you can see so much detail despite the fact that it has so little to work with. It's beautiful. I don't even know anything about the game, but if the game looks like that, it has to be cool, right? It's like going on Steam to buy a game, and you only look at the cover, and it's like, okay, well, like then you buy games based on their cover, and it's like, is that so wrong when the game looks so cool, right? You got a signed art book, and you got a signed magic proof card. Wait, that's sick. And a proof card is like the original one, right? Where it's like they're doing it, and that's like the template one, right? I think that was the thing that I learned last time. Was like a proof. It's like the first one to be able to do the rest off of. That's sick. So you have like a 1 of 1. If you play that, okay, if you go to a convention and you play that live, people would blow them. Like people would go, ah! You could be the coolest person. What's this game? There's no backing. Oh, there's no backing. It's the proof print, you think. Oh, so it's like actually, oh, interesting. So there's not even like a backlink. So it's literally just like, it's just a thing just like drawn on a piece of paper almost. That's interesting. Or do you mean like proof print as in like it was like the first test print to be able to see if it was even good? and it's just on like the front end, and it's only the front of it, and the backing is just empty because it's just like a test run of the thing. Also, what is this game? Take the ultimate adventure into Mythic Bastion Land, a tabletop RPG set in the Imagine Passive into the odd and electric Bastion Land. Built in the same lightning-fast, ultra-streamlined rule system. Designed by Chris McDowell and illustrated by Alex Sorensen. Alex Sorensen. Is there art? Holy shit, they have more art. Illustrator in Illinois, USA. Holy shit, they have a crazy good style. What the hell? Dude, their art style is insane. Like, look at this. And they're very imaginative with their art, too. It's a very, very nice looking, like, set of styles. That's sick. That's sick. It's a first test run print of it. Oh, I see. The magic logo is on the back card, so it's just white. I see. Okay. You know what? You could draw on your own logo, right? In the back, you should draw your own logo. And when you play the card, you should play it face down. So people think it's just like a joke. And then you flip it over, and they go, "Wow!" You're like, what the fuck? It's like a magic thing. In Mythic Bastion Land, you begin as a young knight errant. I never really understood this concept of a knight errant. What exactly is a knight errant? A knight errant with wander is a figure of medieval chivalric. Sorry. I need to delete this. I need to delete this image because it's something that you can't have on stream. A knight errant is a figure of medieval chivalric romance literature. The adjective errant meaning wandering or roving. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I didn't realize there'd be titties. Sorry. Well, the signature and a little doodle is on the back. Oh, there's a little doodle, and that's what he did for you. That's sick. You should frame that. That's like a good investment fund. You could probably sell that for $1 million after. Not that you should. But if you ever need to, it's like you have in your pocket, you have $100,000 just like ready to go. No sell, it's mine. That's the thing, right? I always think of like people who collect things, and I always wonder why you collect things to sell at some point. Not to say that like arbitrage is necessarily like an evil thing, but so that makes me go like, what's the point really? Like there's no love for the thing, there's no enjoyment of the thing. It's sort of it feels like because there's two types of hoarding. There's the hoarding where you hold on to things just because it might have value, and I think to myself, sort of why. And there's a hoarding where you can't let go because of some sentimental thing. And like, I feel like at least the sentimentality has a certain romance to it, whereas like just hoarding things for the sake of arbitrage, it's like why even bother? You'd have more value just like going to work for like an extra hour or something. I don't know. Collecting is for hoarding, yes, exactly, and not for selling like stock, exactly. You like hoarding, exactly. Yeah. Because it's like why would you even bother, right? Like why would you even bother doing it if not for the express goal of hoarding and being able to like keep things and just be able to like have things. I think it's just important because it's like, like not even just important, but it's like to enjoy the thing for what it is. I think is a very beautiful thing in and of itself, because for you to hold on to it, to have that sentimentality, there's a story and a history behind it that only you know. It's almost like your own secret realm where something exists in a way only to you, where somebody else might see it and think to themselves, well, this is stupid, and throw it away, only for it to be ruined by a single drop of rain. For you, it comes with its history and all this beauty, and that the sentimentality behind hoarding is probably why it's so hard to break, is because of that romance, right? I think that's a very beautiful thing to have. And it gives meaning. It gives meaning to things that we own. Because I look at a minimalist and I think to myself, well, it's great that you've reduced your life to nothing, but now you have nothing. And only your life. And if you continue to reduce, then what do you have left? What do you have in your life? Whereas at least if you find beauty in it, you can find a good middle ground where you can at least be a little romantic with the thing. Does that make sense? I'm probably explaining it poorly. Because I studied 4 times and I lost my train of thought every time I studied. You're a young knight errant, seeking the glory to lead the war bands, earn a place in court, and rule your own domain. Sorry, this is a sick board game. Chat, can we play this one day? I'm going to ask them how this board game goes, and we should try this on stream one day, because that's sick. Each player is one of the 72 knights. Holy shit, we just learned about the 72 knights last time. We just learned about the 72 knights of the round table last time. And there's actually like, and maybe this is playing with the same idea. I actually have no clue. No, probably not. This is its own system. That's sick. So you have the knights and the myths. So you have the true knight, the true knights. So there's only one true knight. It's like the state of Pokemon cards. Yes. People only buy it to resale now. Exactly. They never played the game or collected before and never grew up with it or watched the show. Exactly. And it's again, it's sort of a weird thing to say that it's like a wrong thing to do that because like, you know, in a society that's inherently capitalistic, you have to make money somehow. I really hate somebody for making money, but it does suck because it's like now the kids, like I remember when I was younger, they weren't cheap, but at least you could buy them. You know, I still have some of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards somewhere in some storage bin somewhere. I just can't find them somewhere, but it's somewhere in some storage bin that I have somewhere in my room, somewhere in my office. It's like hidden somewhere. And it's like, at least they were fun back then to have and to play. Nowadays, people hoard them and you can't even buy them for fun anymore. And when you do buy them, it's like each pack and each card is like $10,000 because people put a price on it. But in a way, it's sort of interesting because if you deny that, then you sort of deny the value of the romance, I guess, is probably like a weird thing. Like there's probably some concept out there that deals with the idea of putting a dollar value on the romance of nostalgia and the romance of the love for an IP, right? There's probably some concept out there that deals with that idea of it's just a natural sort of passage of things to eventually have some dollar value that you can put to it. But it does suck because it's like you just can't get it. You haven't been able to get a pack for 2 years now because of everything being sold. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I had a friend who got theirs delivered from Walmart, and like they get the packs maybe like, you know, or they go to Costco, but they have to go early. They have to like pre-order. It's so much harder now to get anything. The value only used to be based on the rarity, and if it's a good playable card, now it's blow up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, you know what? Actually, that's a good point. Now it's blown up. It's not even like a rarity thing. Yeah, that's actually a good point. But like the value of the cards doesn't. Pokemon cards for sale. Pokemon cards for sale. Is there a bidding site? Can we see a list of prices? Let's see. Here we go. 401 games. Classic sites. Yeah, like some of the value of these cards, like it doesn't even make sense almost. High to low. Like this being a rare one kind of makes sense, but some of these it's like why even bother? You know what I mean? Like what exactly is so good about this? TCG player, this is the global site. There we go. There. The price high to low. And I feel like look at this. And all for a chance to get a good card is you buy these packs too. It just feels like a waste. See with the Charizard stuff, like I get that it's a hollow rare, right? But it's not even like a good card. It sucks. And Charizard, I'm gonna say it, Charizard as a Pokemon sucks. Although Shining Tyranitar, honestly, this is a cool card. This is worth 500 easily. But yeah, I can't imagine like going in and wanting to. Sorry, why is she? She's like 12. Why is she $6,000? What? Why is a 12-year-old girl $6,000? The fuck is this? Sorry, I think this is worth $4,000. Okay, some of these prices do make sense. If you consider that like this is the Scream, then I think this is worth $4,000. That's a sick piece of art. Because the real painting would be hard to get. Sorry, there's a Luigi. Holy shit! This is an infinite. If this is only worth $3,000, I think is a lie. This should be worth $10,000. A Luigi and a Mario Pikachu would go so hard. Holy shit, that's crazy. You understand that the old cards are expensive, but like new sets are expensive too, which is crazy. Yeah, and I feel like it's just too much. And I see you've also accidentally obtained the like bug. I've started to say like too much, and I need to step away from it. I need to fill my sentences with less fillers, and I need to think deeply about what I'm going to say, such that I say only the things that I should be saying. But yeah, these are cool things to see. And this is another reason why I like doing the accountability circle, is because we get into these topics, and it helps me learn more about these things too. Because like, I'm not a Pokemon card player. I was more into Yu-Gi-Oh, but that game has gotten too complicated that I dropped off after the first rule set, right? And I don't ever play board games. So when I learn about board games like this, like I'm sorry, this is a really cool board game that I gotta try at some point because it's gotta be an interesting game if it looks like this, right? And the thing that you can play one of 72 characters with your own personal equipment, unique abilities, and passion, and your own story being built in this world. I can't even begin to imagine how this could be like. So this is why I like doing this. We can learn more about the stuff. Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is starting to be like Pokemon 2. Yeah, exactly. With Pokemon cards. No TCG is free from this. It has to be the fate of all TCGs, I think, yeah. Because as you say, it's like no TCG can ever be free from it. Because inherently, because of the nature of a TCG and the nature of limited print runs and the nature of RNG, there's always going to be a value assigned to it by people looking to arbitrage because it's the most efficient way to derive value from the medium. Because of its nature of a chance-based thing, you can't possibly guarantee an income from it. Like it's sort of fascinating in that way where it's like because it's not guaranteed, you can really mark up an item because you're paying for the guarantee. You're paying for the guarantee of a specific kind of card, which drives up the value. It's just inherent to the nature of TCGs in the way that they're sold. And I wonder if in the future a TCG could step away from that. Like I think to myself, could there ever be a trading card game where you could custom order specific cards no matter what? And I feel like that would be so much healthier in the long run. The prices would be lower, and no card would be too sort of rare to be played. And in that way, I wonder how more interesting the gameplay could be too. Because it's like, especially for a card game, because the cards are rare and they're done once ever, like it feels like some cards warp so much of the rules around them, and because they're not printed anymore, they become useless. And at that point, it's sort of like, what are you paying for, really? Just for the novelty of it. It's sort of odd. Not to say that like there's anything wrong with that, but it feels like from a game perspective, it feels like a waste of a possibility to have. At least if you keep printing it, you can tweak it and update it. But if you can't do that, then it's gone forever, right? It sounds like gatekeeping, but should be for the love of the game, the series, and not for the selling value. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at least just to have like a healthier, I guess, like outlook for it. Because I feel like trying to do it as a once in a lifetime gamble and trying to do arbitrage on it just feels very oddly soulless. It just feels very empty. It's a bit like buying stock in McDonald's instead of just eating a good hamburger. Not to say McDonald's is a good hamburger. I'm saying to eat somewhere else. Sorry, I just had to throw like a dig at McDonald's at some point. But yeah, I agree. Sorry, that was just the third part of the thing, and we already learned some pretty crazy stuff. I need to check out this game, and I need to ask them how this game went. They also wanted to, and again, this is why I like doing this. We get to learn about so many cool things. They want to journal, they want to meditate, and work out a bit. They want to learn how to read a book by actively reading how to read a book. This is actually a very useful skill, and how to read a book is a book that we talked about before on stream about teaching you how to read a book. My problem is attention, so this book can't help me. But if you don't know how to read a book, this is very handy. But even then, I don't remember if this book goes into even like analyzing the concepts of a book. Like there's especially I do this when I play a game. I'll have a moment after I play the game where I'm busy trying to dissect the themes in my mind. Like I'm going through Sarah the Deus in my mind, trying to like collect my thoughts and my criticisms and sort of things I think about the game and the themes that it was working with as a whole and based on what I know, right? They wanted to clean up the fucking mess in their house, XD, XD, and most unfortunately, prepare to go back to work from sick leave. You know what? I hope that you failed so that you don't have to go back to work. Also, how did Mythic Bastion Land go? Thank you for letting me know about it. I want to try running it on stream someday because, wow, it seems really interesting. With the context of 72 characters and the way it plays and the art it has. Well, that's another failure though. Okay, this shattered despite having so many goals, and this is the secret. Okay, 72. That's it. Only 72 characters. it see the so what's funny is that like yeah, because when you think about like Baldur's Gate 3, it being a D&D style thing, right? The thing has hundreds of characters, and I've seen some people's like, home run campaigns where they have entire groups of people that they just make, and some characters even get like one or two lines, and if you think about it, yeah, 72 really kind of is on the low end of things. Where I'm like, I feel like some, like tabletop, I mean, games in general, stories, just a lot of things seem to have like a ton of characters, but not even like books seem to get. I mean, not there's a lot of books that I read where like they rarely get to the same number. Whereas like for a game, for some reason, games just have like a ton of characters every single time. It's sort of odd to me. But yeah, this is the risk of having too many goals, right? It's good to have a lot of goals, but if you don't update or if you don't do them, then and it's hard to sort of know. I actually don't know if they failed though. Okay, this is like no one's updated their goals, so I don't know if anyone's failed, but I'm gonna assume that they failed. I'm gonna hope that they at least clean up their room. Then I called people out, and then now we've got people showing up. Okay, only after I called people out, which was a part of my goals, which we'll get to. That's when people joined it. So then we got Mint coming in, and they said calling the people out like that's crazy. They were going to clean their room, and they were going to start reading the Apple TTF spec docs. For those of you who don't know, this person has been making their font for over a year now. And I feel like it's self-flagellation or a torture of some kind, okay? They've made a game so where can I find the font? There you go. Goal. Weekly font update. Worked on symbols. Weekly font update. This is their font. The Mint New Gross something. Was it? The Mint New Grotesque Sans, okay? They made this font specifically so you could read it at very, very, very small pixel sizes. I don't remember what the reasoning was, but they had a very good reason for it. And it's actually a very interesting font. And they've been working on this since 2025, September 26th. This person. Actually, they've been even going further since then. It's actually been this person's been suffering the entire time. They have constantly been working on this font for multiple for almost a year now. And it seems to me that they've decided to tackle trying to port their font to Apple, which I can't even. What is an Apple? Does Apple need anything specific? Oh shit, it does. Typeface, true type. Holy fuck! They had to read this. Oh dear God! This is the true type. They wanted to read the specs manual, which is the reference manual. They had to read all of the. Jesus Christ! Jesus, chat. Each page has multiple sub pages. Holy fuck. Oh my God. Font tables. Oh my God. Warning. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, well, we might not see them for a couple of years. You know what? They didn't give an update. I'm going to assume that they died. Okay? I can't tell if you failed because I opened the spec docs and it made me afraid due to how many pages there are. I think you died from an aneurysm trying to read them. See, this is the problem with some goals too, but also this is the thing, right? Your goals can be as small as you want them to be, or they can be as large as you want them to be, right? You could decide to do something as simple as eating your boyfriend's cake next week, or building an entire font from the ground up. She actually, so I have an update for the mod. She did eat her boyfriend's cake the week after she posted this because it was his birthday. So she did eat her boyfriend's cake, and she had another goal that she posted down here, making some sick outfits. She's in the middle of doing this right now. Actual cake? Yes, actual cake. Not ass. I don't know enough about their personal life to know if she eats ass. I don't know. And I don't want to know. That's between them and God. I don't want to know. All I know is that they ate actual cake. And she's in the middle of making some sick outfits in Utopia. Good luck. Good luck. We're going to judge her harshly, but she didn't give an update, but I gave the update for her. But that's what she was doing, okay? I also said this. And then, because I called someone out, V said, congrats, you reached part of your goals because that do be crazy. And then I posted, enlarge your guinea pig. She said, next goal. Okay, look, her goals were, she didn't want to poop her pants. I don't know how. And then she said it became very relevant today. I can't, and I still am trying to figure this out. Does it mean that she had to poop her pants? Or did it mean that she was about to shit her pants because she was busy trying to hold in? I don't really know. She had to try not to poop Nagi's pants because Nagi was trying to not poop his pants too. She wanted to fill out her worksheets, order a birthday present, and start preparing a wedding present. These are two, honestly, very complicated things. Have a good cry, probably something happened, and to sleep longer. And she also gave no update. Nobody's giving any updates. I don't know what's going on. I hope that you had a good cry and that everything is okay. I hope that you failed at everything. I can't tell if you failed at any of these due to a lack of updates from anyone. But I hope that the only thing you failed at was pooping your pants. Chad, this is not going well. Most of you are falling apart. I hope that you failed to delete. Yeah, I hope that you failed. Delete everything away, please. This is not looking good, Chad. Okay? The accountability circle is a place where we have to try to meet our goals. This is not just a place for you to talk. There are rooms for you to go to if you want to talk. You want to talk? Go to the small intestine. Help this chatter figure out where they should bring their friend to go eat. You want to talk? Go to the music channel. Listen to music that I post. Listen to somebody posting Sonic soundtracks, where apparently the Sonic soundtrack involves parts of Malcolm X's speech. Or like when I post, when I post albums by Vietnamese. Go to the Animal Kingdom. You get to see things like cats. Wait, that was me playing Metroid. or go to the tech channel where you get to see me rant about different problems that I run into. Or the Vendetta House where I'm the only person talking here. That's you! It's you! That's you! Wow, what a great action shot, actually. That we see everything here. Also, it's crazy that Hev keeps OBS on the taskbar. I would be too afraid of accidentally opening this. Every time I end stream, I turn my computer off and I turn my computer back on to guarantee that I'm no longer streaming. It's actually a paranoia of mine where I'm like, I have to turn everything off to be sure that I am not currently streaming. Because I can't imagine how funny it would be if all of a sudden you see what I really do after stream. Where I go on Heartopia for like 4 hours and I just like make a single dish for 4. It's so goddamn bored. But some of you treat this as if it's like a talking corner. And I need to remind all of you, there are other places to go talk. There's actually too many places to go talk. But we'll turn your camera on. You better turn your computer off, streamer. We're going to turn your camera on. See, that's my paranoia. It's why at all moments I have the webcam pointing at my balls. So that way, like, if you do turn the camera on, you just get like a shot of like very nasty looking balls. And then hopefully that'll make you want to turn the camera off, right? It's to like flashbang you. Like, it's like, no! Go talk somewhere else. This is a channel where we go and we finish goals, where we make dreams come true. That's why you have no webcam. Wait, is that true? That's wait, actually, okay. How many of you have a workplace where you have to get like, okay, well, I mean, other people who like did work too. How many of you? Because when I was forced to work from home because of the whole COVID thing, and when I wanted to too, they forced us to have webcams because they were like, hey, you have to have a webcam because we need to see you sometimes. Because I was the person who had to go to these third-party meetings with the contractors. So I'm like, oh god, your webcam for work, yes, but you never turn it on. Lucky. I've had to turn it on so many times. I hate being forced to turn it on. I wish more places were like yours. Because I'm like, I feel like they shouldn't have to see me. But they were like, no, they have to see you because you're the only engineer on the project, and you have to speak with the contractors, and you have to speak for the like for the partnership. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not the only one though. But what about the back end guy? And they go, yeah, but the back end guy, he's shy, and he doesn't have to because he does back end. But you're the front end guy. It's like, why me? Anyways, yeah, I wish I could do that. But for your PC and streaming, no webcam. Good choice. Honestly, yeah. Because like what? I don't know. Like even like calling somebody. Like I never see my friends' faces. I just talk to them in Discord and we just play games like Marvel Rivals. So we just never, we never really bother. You know what I mean? Having that up and going. Also, somebody posted an update, which is probably good timing because we're about to hit the goals. They want to build a new Magic the Gathering deck inspired by the CRA because it's tax season, my dudes. And I was very curious to see what this is. And chat, no kidding, they've just posted an update. They made their tax deck. Everyone hated it. No one could play cards without paying taxes. Please show taxes. I gotta see this. Sounds crazy. I can't imagine what this deck looked like. But chat, we have 3 success stories. Somebody actually made a Magic the Gathering deck themed around forcing you to pay taxes. I don't even know what that means. Wait, is there actually like a pay tax card? Like Magic the Gathering tax cards? The best? Holy shit. The best tax cards. Wait, what exactly is taxing? Magic the Gathering fandom. Oh no. So it's like Monopoly. Probably. Taxing is a slang term used to describe spells to stop an opponent from doing something unless they pay a price. Wait, it is like Monopoly! It is like Monopoly. Holy shit. The best tax cards. What is this? Ping? Sabaki Kuryoka? That was Ping. Chat, this looks... What was this? Logia. Copy. Argyle. Arthas Ardor. Qin Shi Huang. Pale Rider. Magic has some wild cards. Chat, this is a Magic the Gathering card called Ping. Is the slang term for an activated ability of a permanent that deals 1 damage to any target. Prodigal Sorcerer. Hey, you want to play that card? It costs... Oh my god, they actually showed up. Welcome, brother. Welcome. So, hey, you want to play that card? Costs 2 more mana now. I can't believe that you did it. You want to draw a card that'll cost 1 more to draw. That sounds so painful to play. Okay, I can see why people hated playing against a deck, but that's a genius concept. Oh, are we supposed to post it here? Yeah, sorry. If you're new, please post updates to your goals here so we can review it on stream and I can give you imaginary points. Hey, you have more lands? You can tax land? Wait, there's no way. Wait. Let's see. How do you tax land? Winter Orb. Players can't untap. No shit. Players can't untap more than 1 land during their untap steps. When Elite Spellbinder, you may exile a non-land card from it for as long a spell this way costs 2 more to cast it. That's crazy. Is this the exact card that you put in your deck? Was the Elite Spellbinder? I would hate playing this. Or playing against this deck. Non-basic lands are mountains. Wait, you could just turn everything into a mountain? This doesn't feel fair. Non-artifact spells cost 1 more to cast. Fading 4. What is this? Why is this artwork? What is this? Chat. This is a Shibari card. This is like actual Shibari. This character is being it's like their ass is front and center. They turn their back so you can see their breast, and then there's like Shibari happening. This is like a legit Shibari card. Yes, yes, it is. It's a Shibari card. I know what they're doing. We learned enough about Shibari to know what this card is. Wow. The Thorn of Amethyst. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to play. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. This is... I would hate to face this. I feel like all my options would be gone. What do you do at this point? Ghostly Prison. Creatures can't attack you unless the controller pays 2 for each creature they control that's attacking you. Holy shit. You have a combo with Elite Arcanist. Okay, so that's the first one. No, Elite Arcanist is a different one. MTG, Elite Arcanist. Seedborn Muse. Time Stop MTG. Sorry, Time Stop. I need to make sure that I specify MTG. Because if I don't, I'm going to get Time Stop Hentai. And that'd be a very bad thing to show on stream. Basically, you can end someone's turn whenever you want, and that's you have a different deck. You have two different taxing decks. That's crazy. When Elite Arcanist enters the battlefield, you may exile an instant card from their deck, and you can copy that exiled card. You may then cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Then the Seedborn Muse untap all permanents you control during each other player's untap step. And this one, time stop, you can just end the turn. Wait, so you can literally, I see what this is. You may exile an instant card from your hand, and when you flip it over, or when you do whatever that X is. What is this? What's that X? When this creature enters, but like, what's the X mean? X is the mana value of the... I see. It costs that much mana to do the card. What? X times? Or... Wait, is this the flip thing? I don't know what that thing means. But you can do that. So you can exile it and play this for free at any moment that you want. That seems kind of broken. You just end someone's turn and you can play things on their turn. That I would hate to face this, but that's sick. Thank you for giving an update on your deck. Now I know to never face you. I would be very terrified of facing you. You know what? You get a +1. You are one of the only 4 people to get a +1. The mod gets a +1 too because she's doing stuff. And here we have the other update. Because 4596 was going to... I think this was the goals for last time, but then they posted up here, and I didn't... Sorry, I forgot that like they posted this, but it was meant to be under here, but it's because they posted early, and that was my bad. I should have read it here. But they wanted to finally get a bookcase. They wanted to test their dip pens, which we learned is apparently like $20 or something per pen and paper. It's pretty crazy. X is the general mana cost of time stop. Oh, okay. And then I'm assuming that the arrow is like, you just... Does it mean next turn? Actually, what's the MTG arrow icon meaning? Loyalty ability. Sorry, what? The curved arrow is the tap symbol. It indicates the card has an activate ability that involves tapping the card as part of the cost. What does it mean when you tap something, actually? MTG tapping. I can't remember what that means. Tapping is a keyword action represented on cards with the tap symbol. To tap a permanent, turn it 90 degrees from the upright position. Learns about magic. You cast it. Wait, so once you turn it, is it over? And you can only do it once? You have to tap that card, sure. I'm tapping! I'll figure it out. Well, there's a magic... We're gonna play a Magic the Gathering game at some point on stream. I found a really, really cool mod for it, for a very old Magic the Gathering game, which has, and the mod actually updates it with every single card. It's a very weird game. It's a bit of an RPG game actually. It's kind of cool, and it has a time limit. So we'll see how well that game goes. But that's for the future. I need to figure out how to actually like run the game. It's a bit finicky on my machine, and I need to figure out when I want to play a card game. So, but we'll learn at that moment because I've always wanted to try Magic like the Gathering, and the virtual version of it is a lower cost entryway because I've tried physical with other people's decks and I was too lost to know what to do. They also want to come up with more server rules because 4596 has their own server. I'm not going to show it on stream. Actually, am I allowed to show it on the stream? And they wanted to play games that they bought weeks before since they can't get Resident Evil Requiem because I think last time we asked them and they said that they want the physical copy. They wanted to test that and configure Create out on the new laptop and they said fuck Ace's e-commerce. They want to continue working on shading on the 2 projects that they have, and they want to finish the 2 projects that they had before they start another one. No, please, that was very fair, very fair. And they are the only other person to have an update, and they've actually also helpfully you've made my life so easy because you helpfully put X's on the goals that you failed, and check marks on the ones that you succeeded, so I know how to like judge you at a glance. Right, I can judge you at face value. They didn't get the bookcase. They went to IKEA on Friday, not realizing it closes early, and they just didn't want to go again. Honestly, fair. Every time I go to IKEA, I think to myself, you have to be ready for a fairly long period in IKEA because it's like, it's kind of out of the way. It was a half success. Exactly, it was a half success. Like, your IKEA is in the middle of nowhere too, because it feels like every IKEA that's in Canada, for instance, right? At least in let's say Toronto. They're all located in a weird sort of like off section of the city with their own roads. Is that a piece of popcorn on my desk? It is. And I've always wondered why they're so far off, but it makes sense because it's like that way. They can get shipments easier. The roads are more empty. You can bring things home easier. Like, it's just an easy way for trucks to move. But it's painful when you want to go there and bring it back to where you live. Takes a while to drive to. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you didn't want to go again. Yeah, exactly. Because it's just so far. And the thing about furniture shopping is that, like, once you go once, they don't change the showrooms very often. So it's like you've already seen everything once, and it's like you know what it's like, and it's like, oh, then you sort of know what to get, and then there's sort of like no reason for you to go again. But it is funny that you went, and the reason why you didn't buy a bookcase is because you didn't realize that it closed early. What does that mean? Did you show up when it closed? Or did you show up, try to buy something, and then they kicked you out because it was closed? Right? Because there's two ways that I could have gone. One is that you showed up too late. The other is that you showed up, tried to buy something, and the cashier closed the moment that you walked up. Both are funny. It's just like, Either way, it closes at 7 and you arrived at 8. That's funny. I would be so mad because yeah, it takes a long time to drive to, and you show up and it's just closed off. Why is it closed that early? I've had that same thought. I don't understand why these places close so early, because I'm like, if you finish work at 5, you're not going to be done work really until 6, because you usually have to stay back or commute back home. Then when you're home, you have to take care of home stuff until maybe like 7. And the drive there maybe takes an hour. If they close at a certain time, you will never be able to get there on time. And this is the thing that I don't get, right? Shouldn't buying furniture be a 24-hour business? Because think about this. When you need a bookshelf, you need a bookshelf. If your bed breaks and you need to fix your bed, you're going to go at 2 a.m. You will fix your bed no matter what because you need to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, you can't not fix your bed. You have to go at whatever time it is to go fix your bed. You can't just sleep on the cold. I mean, you can sleep on the cold hard floor, but it's like, it'd be painful. You'd rather fix your bed. You would rather get a mattress. You know what I mean? Like, there should be no time limit for furniture. You'd have to be open to at least 9. Yeah, exactly. Or like just some later time. Yeah, but not till 7. 7's a very early time to close. That's a very funny time to close, actually. But that is funny. Thank you for letting us know, because I'm very glad that somebody else ran into that issue. My wife and I have many times showed up fairly late to IKEA, not to the point where they close, but we would usually be like the last group of people in. One of the last groups of people in. They didn't get a chance to test out their Depends. They played Katamari, though. And they were able... Oh, and you got a copy of Resident Evil Requiem. Did you get which platform? Did you get it on PC? I mean, wait, is there even like PC disc anymore? Are there even physical copies of Resident Evil Requiem for PC? Or does it just come with like a code? Reckon Eagle PC physical. There's a Steelabook for There's a Steelabook. There's a Steelabook? There's a Steelabook. It comes with a gun. Oh no, sorry. Sorry. It doesn't come with a gun. Sorry, Resident Evil Requiem does not come with a gun. It's just the image on the cover. Sorry, it's not a gun. It's just an image. Enter my date of birth. All right. 1980. Over 6 million units sold. Yeah, this is the official Resident Evil site. Sorry, just to give some context on the Resident Evil. Resident Evil Requiem title update. New Capcom official apparels. Get Resident Evil Requiem with select GTX. Wait, maybe I can save money by buying a 5090. Right? Maybe I can buy a 5090 and then save money and get the game at the same time. Sorry, introducing 2 watches? What? The 2 protagonists will be available as 1/6 scale figures. Amiibos! Do you think? Also, I want you to look at the varying... There's like a difference in quality between the 2. Like, it's kind of funny, actually, to sort of see this. But it's like... do you see this? Like, it's like this. So, this is the Amiibo, right? The faces look very... It's kind of funny because like even the amiibos are low quality. like the Switch version of the game looks like ass. Okay, so the Switch version of the game looks really, really bad. And then it's also like it's very, very funny to see that they carried that quality over, because this is the normal figure, And this is the amiibo figure. It's like everything that Nintendo touches looks like ass for some reason. Even the hair, even the hairstyle is different. They are like 2 inches tall. That is true, but they couldn't get the same hairstyle at least. Like he doesn't even look like the same person. Like look at this Leon. He looks crazy. He looks cool. This Leon, I don't know. This is like Leon at home. DLSS 5 off. DLSS 5 on. Holy shit! This is DLSS 5 on and off. That's good. Chat, that's really good. Holy shit! DLSS 5 off. DLSS 5 off. That's good. That's really good. Oh shit, that's really good. Holy shit. +2 chat, +2. That's good. Oh man, that's good. And there's a watch. So there's apparently a watch. You get a Resident Evil watch with a Sephiroth wing on it. This is a very strange combination. That is a nice looking watch though. That is a very nice looking watch. I think I would like that watch too. You know what? That's cool. But yeah, which physical version did you get? Was it for a thing for the PC, or did you get the sorry, Resident Evil X Porsche? Resident Evil Porsche. Oh, sorry. Yeah, with the IKEA fuck up, you went to Best Buy and you got it for the PS5. Nice. That's good. At least it's not the Switch version. And at least you got to go to Best Buy after, right? So what exactly is the... Sorry, which Porsche does Leon S. Kennedy drive in Resident Evil Requiem? Sorry, what do you mean he drives a Porsche? He drives a Porsche? The new installment. I've never seen installment spelled with just one L. So you can get a Porsche? Yeah, you can. You can get a you can get a Cayenne Turbo GT. Holy shit. What? It's driven by the game's iconic lead. One of the fastest ever. What is Resident Evil? Chat. I just realized this is the Porsche website. Okay, imagine that you're 70 years old and you don't know anything about games. They have to explain what is Resident Evil Requiem. Like you think it's like a real life thing, that there's real zombies like dropping down and that the FBI has to save them. Is it good in snow? Actually, that's a good question. I feel like every car is good in snow as long as it can like get snow tires. No, isn't that true? I don't know. What is the car driven? So wait, so what? By creating a real life show car version. So this is a show car version of the car that's driven in the game. But how do you get the car? I want to buy the car. Can I buy the car? Sorry. Resident Evil Porsche buy. Holy shit. Chat, they have a shop. Rear wheel. Oh, true. It is a rear wheel versus the front wheel, or even all wheel drive. True. However, I don't know enough about it to remember which is actually good. I just remember hearing that there's something about it. That is true. I actually never really noticed. I just kind of drive and hope that nothing really happens. I just noticed that sometimes there's like a bit of a difficulty. So you can buy the hat. You can buy the bag. You can buy a shirt. That's all that they have is the hat. Discover the collection. It's a shirt and it's a hoodie for $160. You can't even buy the car. Sorry, for racetracks days and bingo nights. Where's everyone going? Bingo? Bye! But you want the car, they better come with Leon. Sorry. Leon is a fake person. Actually, great segue. I have something for you. I'm not kidding you. Let me see if I can find the one thread that I was in. There was one specific thread that I was in. See all. Can I see older ones? Where's forums? My subscribe threads? No. My posts. Sorry, I'm trying to find this exact thread. Think about noodles. When a man says he listens to Pink Panthers? What? I want to be rich? What? Sorry, I'm trying to find the exact forum thread. There was a forum thread where somebody said, "How come nobody looks like Leon?" Who's the Leon one? Fuck. There was a specific forum thread on Gaia Online where someone said, how come dudes just can't look like Leon?" And I'm gonna tell you, it's literally impossible. He's not to the level of Chris, but he is to the level of like you have to be a professional bodybuilder for maybe like 20 years to get to that point. I feel like. You guess you can get the car model, yeah, but they don't have, like, yeah, right? Like, I don't have at least the Resident Evil branding because apparently it is also like a custom version of it, like because they mentioned they had to build a showroom version of it, so it's not the exact version that you can just buy. So like I thought there was going to be a custom version of the car that you could buy. It's like a 1-of-1 or something. I don't know. Not to say that somebody should buy it, but at least I mean it'd be cool to see one. But I just don't know what the custom version of it is. Does it come with like an anti-zombie spike on the front? I'm not really sure. But at least you got the game, and it's good that you played Katamari and that you got a copy of the game. Sadly, we will never get a copy of the car, nor will we ever get Leon. You get Creative fully set up on your laptop, and it works well with no lag. That's nice. And you continue with shading, and only have a few more sections to do. Actually, how's that laptop too? Was it like a good laptop? Are we allowed to know which brand of laptop? Or not the brand, but like the which like what the model, I guess, of the, is it called a model number? What like what laptop it is? Like is it like an Asus Predator or something? I don't know. They also started another creative project when they weren't supposed to. They blamed the laptop because now they're able to sketch on the couch, and so therefore it's too addictive. It's too addictive for you to not go ahead. You get the ROG Z Flow 13 Z Flow. I'm gonna go to the Asus website, even though I know that the website sucks. I also, by the way, can I say something about their website? Their website looks like a virus website. So I've seen this on multiple different websites now, but like if you compare this with something like the what's that the frame, here we go. Like if you look at look at the framework. Look at the framework's website, okay? The framework has a very, very nice looking site. The items look like they're there. It doesn't look like a scam. It actually looks very, very solid. Like this is a real product. And then you go to Asus's website and it looks like a scam website. It kind of looks like ye old 2000s websites where they have a fake buy button and it's like buy this now and my husband has died or something. Like it's got like a crazy set of ads on the side somewhere. Like, hey, I would not be surprised if I turn off ad block and there's a crazy ad on the side somewhere, okay? But it's like their website has that feeling, and I don't know why they have the feeling, because it's like these are not, like, they're not fake. I just don't know why they're doing this to their website. Visually, it doesn't really sell the feel that this is a $3,000 laptop. Their website sucks, the buying office sucks, customer service sucks, but they have good products. They do have good products. It is hard to beat. Yeah. Oh, you got a 2-month Xbox Game Pass Premium. Have you enjoyed your 2-month Xbox Game Pass Premium? But this is a cool laptop. Wait, so you have Windows 11 Pro, you have a larger touchpad, and it has a flexible kickstand. It's a kickstand. It's a 2-in-1. Do you put the tablet on the laptop keyboard? Well, you got the other version. Wait, what? You got the Kojima. What the hell do you mean the Kojima one? ROG Flow Z13 Kojima. Holy shit, there's a Kojima edition? Like Kojima, as in like Hideo Kojima. Holy shit, actual Hideo Kojima? Wait, that's sick. For those who dare, for those who play, Republic of Gamers and Kojima Productions launched this under shared philosophies. Designed as a device equipped by Ludens. What is a Luden? That is so fucking sick. You want to create a laptop that belongs... Why is this book... Oh, why is the book fucked up? Fuck off. How do I kill this? How do I kill the robot? How do I kill the... There's a shadow root. There we go. Is this supposed to be a book that opens up? I think this is broken. I think what was supposed to happen is I think an animation was supposed to play, and I think the animation doesn't play, so it's just broken. It's meant to fold out open. There's a gallery in the top right. Oh, there it is. Okay, right. We'll scroll down. Holy shit. It's like real life Death Stranding. You have a real life Death Stranding laptop. This website is so fucked up. This website is so fucked. Oh, now it opened. Okay, now. Why are they like this? It's honestly so fucking funny because you spent $3,000, right? And I'm not saying that like it's easy to make a website like this, okay? It is like you are gonna need a front end developer that like knows a bit about how to do, you know, 3JS to be able to do like a carousel thing like this to do the animation of it opening. But there's no way that you mess up the scroll listener. There's no way that you mess up the scroll listener to then fail the to like fail the scroll out. There's no way that you mess up the layout, and there's no way that you don't self-host the video, or at least embed it in such a way that it just shows the video without the suggestions. You literally have options on the YouTube embed when you want to use it to embed on your site to only show the video without the related stuff showing up as part of like, you know, like being able to use it in a corporate setting. Like you actually have that option, and it's not even like you need a full corporate account. You can just do that. Like you pass the options in the URL when you said, I've done this multiple times for a marketing website, so it's like I don't know how this happens. At least I think it's like that. Like I'm pretty sure. Wait, actually, let me confirm because maybe they changed it. YouTube embed options, but I swear to God, here we go. Developers.google. Does this? I mean, this is the developer site. Can I even show this? Or does it show anything off on the side? I'm pretty sure some of the documentation uses your actual API key, but just to make sure. Loading your players, loading. Here we go. Parameters. Here we go. I can. As long as I don't scroll too far, it should be okay. Here, you have these load policies. You have different things like the controls. Actually, is there anything? Maybe they turn it off. Setting this parameter prevents the full screen player. The list parameter identifies the content that will load. You can choose whether it's uploads or playlists. I think this is deprecated already. No, this is just for search. This type loop. See, you can also do a looping video if you want to. Modest branding. Oh, but I think that was. Oh, it's deprecated. Oh. Plays inline playlist. Okay, maybe I think that was it. Actually, it probably is like on now. Well, it sucks. Yeah. So you can draw on the tablet screen because the keyboard can be detached from it. That's sick. It's basically just a high-powered tablet. Then that's actually a really cool laptop. Maybe I gotta get an Asus laptop because that's actually a pretty sweet setup. Honestly, it's 128 gigabytes of memory. Holy shit! What? What the fuck? Holy shit! It's unified memory. So, oh my god, that's amazing. Wait, no wonder this thing is sick. Oh my god. Okay, it makes sense why it costs No way. Please tell me you have the carrying case for it too. Please tell me that you have this crazy laptop case too. That's sick. It's that thick? Holy shit, that thing is thick. What the hell? This thing is thick. Are you sure this thing fits on your lap, on your couch? Because like this thing is it's a brick. But that is nice. This is a nice laptop. God damn. Oh, it's like a Microsoft Surface. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. That's actually a cool setup. You had an old one and it can't take Win 11. You check the new services and they all have Snapdragon on. Yes. And so you went with the Asus. Yeah. And it comes with the case. That is so sick. Yeah, we had the same problem with the Surface where they all come with the Snapdragon. I had to get one for a relative and they wanted to get like a Surface and I was like, okay, don't even bother because it just has Snapdragons. And I was like, if you want to do anything really serious, I mean, not that you can't use a Snapdragon, but like you're stuck with anything built on ARM. And it's like, I don't know if I want to. So like, I don't know if I want to deal with troubleshooting that for them versus just like getting them a normal laptop with a normal processor. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, because your old Surface was still AMD. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, makes sense that it's chunky. Then has to pack everything on screen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like it's basically just an all-in-one, which is sick. Honestly, like I really enjoy those ones because it's like I've always said this, where it's like where the tablet is the superior form factor, because it's nice to be able to just have everything in one go. You start a game on it, the fans go. Yeah, I was gonna just ask, like, is it actually usable for games and stuff? Because like on the one hand, it's really cool, but on the other hand, I've always had trouble cooling laptops. Like even back then when I used to drive everything on a laptop like years ago. I had to get specifically a cooling, like a shitty cooling, like laptop stand, just to be able to make the thing not go and overheat. Like it was very absurd. Oh, it's usable for games. Cyberpunk runs decent on it. Really? Wow, that's actually crazy. And the fans are not too bad, really. Honestly, even if they're bad, just the fact that it looks like this is so worth it. It's so cool looking. No shit. Wait, the keys on the keyboard. I didn't even notice the keys on the keyboard. Do you have the golden keys too? You get 50 to 60 frames for Cyberpunk? That's more than I get. Wait, that's more than I get. What? What the hell? What? This computer fucking sucks. I gotta get a new one. Unboxing. What chat? What is this AI slop? Do you see this, chat? Do you see this AI slop thumbnail? What is this? Chat. Why did Asus just link random videos from YouTube talking about the game? This is a Thai unboxing video. There's another. These are just random videos on the internet that they linked on their official website. Media reviews. There's one review. Asus, what do you do? I don't understand why they do this. There's one review by Hikaku. I don't even know what Hikaku is. I can install this website? No, don't do that. Why does it have a PWA? Oh no, sorry. Add tab to the taskbar. No, that's a whole different thing. More tools. Where's the translator? Sorry, give me a second. I need the translator. Is there a way to translate this? Translate, please. Translate. How do you translate in Firefox? Where's my translate option? Where's my translate option? Chat, they removed the translate option. What the fuck? Chat, they removed the translate option. I feel like Firefox is shooting itself in the foot. What do you mean you removed the translate option? Please don't tell me that's considered under the thing. Well, Asus is Taiwanese. Oh, that's true. It is Taiwanese, yeah. Wait, is it? Or am I thinking of something else? No, it is, right? Asus is Wikipedia. Yeah, Taiwanese, yeah. And they make it like a bunch of things. Wait, they actually make phones. What? Make phones? There's an Asus phone? Holy shit. Oh, they make the Zen phone. That's Asus? I thought the Zen phone was like some other thing. Wow. Okay, well, I guess they make phones. Huh. The ROG phone. Holy shit, a phone that you can game on. I do remember hearing about that. Yeah. In terms of chunkiness, it looks similar to gaming laptops, so it can probably pack as much. And you would guess the thermals wouldn't actually be that different, besides the fact that they can't draw air from the front, because there's a screen instead of a keyboard. Airflow actually might even be better since it stands vertically. That's true, but then I guess it's like... Actually, that's true, yeah, because normally it would be at the bottom where your keyboard is, whereas this one would be standing vertically. And also, like... Thinking about it, you're right too, because like how often do laptops draw air from the front? From the top by the keyboard? I guess they do, but from the vents, right? From the top part, but I don't think they... Is it a lot? I can't tell. I mean, I don't know. Airflow is hard to quantify. We need like a wind tunnel. We need a wind tunnel to really test it. In this video, I'm gonna build my own wind tunnel to test every single laptop. But that's cool. Thank you for sharing. I did not know that there was a Kojima-based laptop. And I will say it's very based. And so I'm going to say... You get half points. But you've done more than most of us. Holy shit. Yuki has actually given us a full update. We've got a... You've passed! Wait, holy shit, their art is really nice. It's cropped because it's a spicy drawing. Okay, wait. Yuki, if you're here, I did not know that you're a Rule 34 artist. I did not know that you're a not safe for work artist. I could not have expected them to be a not safe for work artist. Because, sorry, it's just, like, in terms of, like, the things that I could have known about any of my chatters, I just don't... I just didn't know. That is the best reveal that I could have thought. But also, holy shit, your art is amazing. Also, holy shit, your art is amazing. Also, we're only just now having the revelation. You're not safe for work artist. A +4 for all of these things. Please post the full version in the adult 18 plus channel and advertise your commissions as you please. This goes for everybody here. Yeah, I study body anatomy for fun. Me when I have sex. Oh, that's true. Exactly. We all do for fun. We all do it for fun. We all do it. Chat is asking for more. Chat is asking for more. Yes, for fun. But hey, there's another succeeder. Chat, this week has been good. I haven't even gone over my goals yet. But so far, this week has been good. We've had 4 success stories, right? Out of the 10 people who showed up, we have 4 success stories. And I believe that is a great amount of success for us to have had. Because honestly, it's hard to keep up with your goals. I know it's hard to do. But that's the point of this channel, is to use this channel as a springboard to help gain motivation for you to meet your goals, because you will be shamed publicly for it if you don't. And to therefore avoid the shame, you will then work on your goals. And when you do succeed in your goals, you will be given the reward, the dopamine release of being able to succeed. Holy shit, you didn't know it's live. Sorry. Sorry. Wait, were we allowed to show it live? Were we allowed to show it live? Because honestly, that single frame is really nice. You're a really good artist. It's a really nice looking piece of art. Success so hard that the taxes are paid. Also, welcome to the live segment of the thing. You've actually just reached the tail end where we cap off on the entire week. 4 of you have succeeded. 10 of us have entered a ring. 4 of you have walked out succeeding. Okay, most of them haven't even updated us, so we'll see if the updates flow in through the rest of the day. But I hope that it's been successful. Actually, since you're here, even though you missed it live, did you feel the pressure? Did it help you? Did everybody? Has this helped you this time succeed in your goals? Have you felt the pressure mounting on you to bring your dreams to life, to succeed in your goals? Because honestly, some of these goals are just things that you would have done anyways. So it's like, I don't really know how to quantify how useful this is. Hello, chat. You felt the pressure. Okay, but you didn't do anything for the mice. Okay, look, next week, my suggestion to you is you have to get a flamethrower. You felt a pressure. Was it before or after you saw their artwork? Was it before? After. If the pressure is in your pants, I'm sorry to say it, we're not responsible for that. As much as I would love to be. But this is good. Most of you have succeeded. And I'm very proud of every single one of you for succeeding after. I'm proud of you. Winky face. The pressure to finish 3DC. I'm very happy that this is helping. And I'm very proud of all of you for succeeding. And I'm very proud of all of you for making all of this come to life and actually, giving it your all. Because again, it's hard to finish things. It's very hard to finish things. It's fun. You had a reason to draw something. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. If we can be the reason that you all get to do the things that you want to do, I think that's an important thing. And again, it's okay if you fail too. Because in failure, you will become stronger. For the pain of failure will be your motivation to do better next week. The reason for spicy, honestly, do you even need a reason? I feel like it's always fun to just be spicy. But I need to tell you all something. I failed. 10 people entered, 4 of you succeeded, and the reason why I said 4, not 5, is because I failed. It's for study, they say. It's for study, they say. Study, yes. Anatomy study. Kappa. I failed. Sorry, everyone. I failed. I planned many things. Most of this wasn't serious. Some of it was. I was seriously planning a move to to the Philippines because of the 7-Eleven bit. The 7-Eleven really showed me that we're missing out here in Canada. I want to be consistent and firm with the accountability circle and have a more consistent and fun structure to it such that the review itself becomes a more fun thing for us all that we want to do. Which I hopefully have given you this, but I think the structure could be more fun. I was very distracted, and I think I could be better with like making it more fun, especially when there's not much progress. But my 2 last goals, I did not finish. I am only half successful. Because all I've really done is continue the thing that I have to do because I'm the one who made the event. And so it'd be weird if you were invited to a birthday party and the birthday kid didn't even show up to their own birthday party, right? But these last 2, finishing the OBS stream plugin this week to be able to do the thing so that I can stream programming, as well as finishing my portfolio site and then deploying it, which you can't see, I didn't do. I actually didn't even deploy the site yet. I realized I wanted to add more things to the site because it is actually slowly becoming a slight obsession. That's why I didn't even work on this. This portfolio site's slowly growing because I added a game to the website. I had like a weird like idle game to the website. I can't show it to you, but you'll see a version of it on the stream website at some point, which I'll probably play around with, which will probably be the way to enter. I've also figured out a way, like a game to do on the website to gain entry into the Discord. So I failed, but that's okay. I failed for a good reason. This is a weekly event, right? Yes, every Monday now. So every Monday, please. And this is a good segue. Thank you for asking that question. Enter your goals for the next Monday. Okay, everybody, please enter your goals in for the next Monday coming up, which will be the. I need to check. Sorry, the 30th. Oh my God, it's the 30th. Oh my God, it's the end of the month. What do you mean it's the end of the month? What happened to March? What happened to March? Anyways, enter your goals for the next thing for March 30th. Okay, there's a weekly event. We will. Sorry, for those who are new. Sorry, I forgot to explain it. We review these live. Enter your goals in, and we're gonna review it live next Monday. It's now moving from Friday to Monday because the reason being is because I was told that the weekend is nice for all of you to like do stuff. So was it ever explained? I don't know actually. Let me see. Welcome to the accountability circle. This checking will think you'll get points for redeemable. See the to do, make the points channel. Okay, I can't do the redeemable points by the way because in my province. It's legally considered a lottery, and I have to have at least $500,000 to make that. Like, no joke. For me to make it so that you can redeem points, I have to submit it legally to my governing, like, gambling body, and I need to have at least $500,000 to insure it. It's actually absurd. Just to be able to provide like a reward system, it's stupid. Anyways, you have to go in. We will review these live, so I didn't say that these will be reviewed live. We will. At the time of check-in, see below, we will review these live on stream. Show up and let us know some more details if you want, or just to hang out. Smile. And I need to update this. To those who volunteer, we just salute you as tribute. You had to learn the hard way too that it was live, or that you failed to read. No, it was me. I failed to let all of you know that it was live. It is live. Sorry. My bad. I forgot to let all of you know. But thank you, everyone, for showing up. I'm glad to hear that it's helped some of you. And I hope that we continue this momentum moving forward. Because, again, every single week. Because this is the thing about life that I've learned as a hard lesson. And I want you to all think about, okay? The year just started. And already it's March 22nd, 23rd. Oh my God, it's even a day later than I thought. Time never stops. And life never stops. And neither should your goals. Because if we simply let time go on and go on and go on without ever being able to take control, then really, what are we living for?